Wait. It's Johnny Cocker, folks. Johnny on Hobo Depot. Hey, look. All right, so I'm sitting here and I got a chance. Look, I'm like all excited, right? I'm all excited. Listen. So I get a chance to work on some of my bases, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm working on this bass, and I think it's so cool. I don't think everybody does this, but I think it's so cool to even do it. Yes. All right, so like last week I had a video shoot with the band. All right, we did a video shoot with 2 new songs. You know, another thing, the album will be out next week. So get your money together, y'all. Get your money together. I thought it was so cool. So I had the basses I wanted picked out to do the video shoot with. Of course, you know they probably what they were, either Music Man or Jazz or Smith. All right, so didn't take either one of them. Didn't take none of them. Brought the basses that I decided. Well, actually, it's so amazing because God told me what to take. But anyway, the 2 basses that I took, I brought them in the shop early that morning and actually went over them before I took them to the gig. Excuse me. Now, as I was going over them, they checked out really well. All right. I did a quick check over them. They checked out well. In my mind, the least of the things that you think about is the things that bite you later on in doing the gig. And the least of the thing is what? If it's battery operated, a battery. So, I got on the gig, and of course, I didn't have any batteries in the bag. So, I had to figure out what to do. Now, tell me if you guys ever thought about this. Now, I work on basses. That's what I do. Have you got to the point that you ever panicked and forgot that the bass was push and pull passive active? All right, so the video is starting. The first thing that happened was I started playing and the volume went up and went down. And I was like, oh. And I was like, uh-oh, something's wrong. So the second thing I did is I went to the amp. Checked the amp out. Amp was cool. Started playing again. Volume went up, went back down. It's like, woo! Look, woo! I looked at who there like, woo! He wasn't even there. So I started thinking, something's wrong. First thing I did was change the head on my amp. Took it out. One head, put another head on it. And it basically did the same thing again. By this time, it should have told me that the batteries in the bass was going bad. So panic mode, all right? So I don't have any batteries, but I do have another bass. So I took, instead of me, listen, see, this is what happened. This is what you got to do. You have to train yourself to do. Instead of going into panic mode, relax. Relax. There's always a way out. God shows us that all the time. But we a lot of times we overreact and God is saying, hey, oh, relax, I got this. There's always another way out. So I put the other bass down, picked up this bass. All right. In the shop, there's more. This is the Kubicki. All right. In the shop that morning, the Kubicki turned out really well. Everything was fine about it. Got it on the gig. I put the other bass down, picked up the Kubicki, and there was a flaw. What was the flaw in the Kubicki? It wasn't the preamp. It wasn't the pickups. It wasn't the battery. It was 2 little frets that was high. And every time I went down on that E, I could hear them. So I had to readjust myself. Now this is somebody who worked on basses, finding a way out. But for me, it was exciting. You know, I panicked a little, but still, yet still, it was exciting because I had to figure out a way to get around all this stuff while the video was going on. That is so cool because you got to find a way out, folks. You got to find a way out. And with me, it was like, oh, dude, what can I do to get out of this? Do I have to stop the video shoot? No. So this morning I fixed the frets. That's what I was doing early this morning before. Oh, I forgot to tell you, ain't no horn in that. Ain't no horn in that speaker. So this morning what I did, I got up and I worked on her, and I got the two. It was actually three frets that was up, and basically once I got them out, I dropped it down a little bit more, but I think I might have to pick her up a little more because she's too low. You'd be like, what is too low? She's a little too low, but she's she's there. She's even all the way up though. She's even all the way up. And that's the coolest thing about this bass, man. It's like, it's so cool. This bass is so funky, man. When you play this bass on a amp that has a really nice horn, this joint right here kills. Look, kills. And I worked on another bass that was mine this morning. So I had fun this morning, y'all. But now it's time to get down to some real stuff. All right, so I just want to let you guys know that. Oh man, you guys didn't even know I was down for 4 days. 4 days I was down. Couldn't even come in the shop. The queen wouldn't even let me come in the shop, y'all. I think it was like Sunday evening, early Monday morning. Man, when you work, and this is it, guys. I want to talk to you about this too. When you work and you don't take time out to let your body rest, your body will shut down, but your mind will keep going. And so, when I come out here to the shop, I'm excited. I'm like, man, God's given me the opportunity to have this shop, and He's also given me the opportunity to come out here and work in my shop, by myself, me and Udi. And what I fail to realize sometimes, and the queen is telling me, come on in the house. But I be down a little bit, and it turns out a little bit being an hour, another hour, 2 hours. The body got tired. My body got tired, and my mind was still working. Even in my sleep, my mind works. But what happened is, my body just shut down, and it felt like a truck hit me. And the queen told me to come in. She had bath water already ran, was Epsom salt. And man, when I got in that tub, I think 50 hours just flew right off me, man. And right after that, man, I had to go down. I went out for 4 days. 4 whole days. And she doctored me she was off work, y'all. Off work. It's her vacation. But she doctored me for 4 days. Now that's a queen. Didn't even flinch. Didn't even bother her. She was still doing what she wants to do, on her vacation. But she doctored me for 4 days. And she made me stay in the house. So I couldn't come in the shop. That's a queen. That's when you know God gave you the right woman. A good thing. So anyway, man, I was like so excited to get in the shop this morning. So I'm back in the shop this morning. And I'm taking my time though. I'm taking my time. And I'm going to walk out of here early today. Because I want to catch up and put everything in a pace. Ha ha ha. Orange juice. Love it. All right, so guys, once again, let me remind you, you got to keep praying. Praying for me, my wife, my queen, my home, my shop. Because every day I fall on my knees every day out in that yard. I have a special place in my yard. Y'all didn't even know that. I have a special place in my yard that I pray every day. I get on my knees and I pray every day in my backyard. You know, I pray for, the world, that God would cover the world, and help those who need help. There's a lot of people who needs help, man. There's a lot of people in turmoil. Some people not sleeping. Those who can't sleep are not sleeping well, and not because of the pandemic specifically. Just there are evilness in the world, and there's troubles in the world, and God is fighting it if we allow Him to fight it. God is fighting it. We can't fight a spiritual fight naturally. If that make any sense, we can't fight a spiritual fight naturally. So we have to actually go into the spirit realm and fight that fight, and the fight of faith, will overcome any evil. So once again, guys, did I leave it on? Oh, it did. Thanks for checking out my videos. Please subscribe. Please keep praying for me. Pray for my healing. Pray for my family. I'm praying for yours constantly every day. You may not think so. Before you walk in the shop, a lot of times, I just pray, God, send people to the watering hole that needs you. See, this is the watering hole. The Hobo Depot is a watering hole. And I appreciate, my home is a watering hole. And I appreciate God using it for a watering hole to bring all kinds of people there for healing, right? And for salvation. And to find Him. All right, so once again, please subscribe, please share, please like. Excuse me, still got a little bit. Please like, and please remember that I love you guys with all my heart. And remember, my CD hits out next week. Peace. Shada Kaka. And who just like, Shada Kaka? Oh, he ain't saying much. Look. Oh, he ain't mad at nothing. He gets a little upset when I don't let him play my basses. But he's got a Kid Smith, a 1985 Kid Smith. Why would he want it? That's a BT custom. Why you want to play my stuff? Play your own junk. Out of here. Shada Kaka.